Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, it is day 1 of Season 9 of the grandest party of them all. And in today's video, we have our day 1 fights brought to you by Oden and Toki. Yes, I did promise one of my alliance members, so shout out to Itachi, that I would try this pathetic unit. And I thought with the rule sets at the moment boosting slashes and quick units, this would probably be the best time to actually do so. So, to start it off, to kick off our grand party Season 9 adventure, we are going to use Oden and Toki. But, hopefully most of the community out there is still trying the rock, paper, scissors strat, and it is actually getting a roll on for most people. If we do see it later down the line, I will jump over to it. But, as always, since day 1 of grand party, you've come to the right place if you're looking for the big 8 vs 8 kind of fights, because that's what we love to do over here on the channel. But if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff for me. Let me know your thoughts and opinions of Oden Toki in the comment section below. And with that said, let's dive in. Alright, so the first fight, we are fighting a Sanji build. I found a Sanji build. Let's dive on in. Now, Sanji's very, very good. However, decks at the moment are getting a little bit nerfed. So we're going to see how they go up against Free Spirit. And our first team is the Oden Toki Free Spirit team. Now, a big thing that I found as an issue when building teams with Oden Toki is you have to put Oden and Toki on a team, which is a little bit annoying because they don't really fit on too many teams, as there's a lot of other very good Odens. If you're building a strength team, the Super Suga Oden fits there. If you're building a slasher team, the Super Suga Oden fits there. If you're building a Free Spirit team, the Sai Oden fits there. If you're building a Sai team, Sai Oden fits there. There's no real team that this particular Oden Toki really fit on super well, except for Free Spirit. So what I've done is I've sort of taken advantage of the strength buff that they give in their passive and actually brought Otama in the front. And that way we can hopefully keep some units alive, get to the back end of fights, and we can actually do some shenanigans there. I don't love this Free Spirit team, but I think it's the best thing that I can probably put together for Oden and Toki to actually shine. Hopefully, up against this Dex team that isn't using... Well, it has Doflamingo in the front, actually. I just saw them there. I didn't see Dofi in the back. I just presumed shouldn't do that. But hopefully we can sort of get to the back end here, have our big hitters of Luffy Yamato going off before Doflamingo does, and we can actually get some KOs there. If not, maybe stall out some stuff. But if we do get to the last 50 seconds, which is very predominant, wow, I can't speak. Very predominant when we are versing Dex teams. In the last 50 seconds, we have the ability to halve stats. Now, Oden and Toki, in my opinion, are just basically a worse version of Roger. Anything that Oden and Toki can do, Roger literally just does it better. Oden and Toki boost slashes, Roger boost slashes. Oden and Toki halve stats in the last 50 seconds, Roger halve stats literally just whenever the hell you want. So, most of the time, I'd probably be running Roger. I think most people will run Roger, and it makes rightful sense to run Roger. However, like I said, I made a promise to my alliance member Itachi, and I'm going to fulfill that promise on day 1 because I don't want to run this pathetic ass unit anymore. Like, I'm done with this unit. So done. Now, Oden and Toki do have the ability to give haste, so I think we're actually going to see this in this video, which is awesome because we are below 50%. And the downside to running Otama on a team with Oden and Toki is Otama will usually heal you back up, and then you don't get the haste. But when Otama has a special, and then you give the haste to Otama, and then you actually get the special that way, you can do some pretty cool stuff. Now, we are in the last 50 seconds. 30 seconds. I am very, very scared of that Doflamingo special. But I do believe that we're going to have our Luffy Yamato special go. I think we're going to be on here. I don't think we need the half stats, but I'm going to use it anyway because I want this win. I want this win. We'll lower some defense there. Okay, we binked the Blackbeard. We have another unit come in. Okay, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's all good. Beautiful. Big kills there. Big, big kills. That should guarantee us the win here, no matter what. Plus, with the amount of damage that we output, means that we get our burst back ready to go in case we need it for some of the later fights. Oden and Toki, you need to deal damage to actually get that burst ready and rocking. And as you guys can see there, at the back end of a fight, you can do a lot of damage. So we get the dub on the first fight. Let's move on to the second fight now, which utilizes, in my opinion, probably the strongest team in the game, and that is Slashers. Slashers have so many different varieties, so many different variations right now, and they just seem to just win in every single situation. There's not a single time that I've looked at Slashers and been scared that I was in a position of losing. Except for once, but even still, like, we still managed to clutch that fight pretty well. So So, ooh, Sanji's going to burst straight up. So, having the availability of just running any slashes you want is just so damn nice. Now, Sanji throwing bursts out on turn 1 is so freaking scary, because you are literally going to cop 16,000 damage at one enemy. And most of the time, if you don't have a lot of investments, you are going to lose. You're going to lose some characters. Now, my Shanks crew managed to tank that, which is actually wild. Hopefully, we can get the specialist Shanks crew off. Nice. That's mainly just for our defensive buff, not really for the fact of the HP cut. And then Luffy Yamato are probably going to bink Shanks crew after this, because we're not in the last, we haven't gone 30 seconds, so now we don't have a lot of defensive bulk. But look, that's going to be okay, because taking that Sanji shot kind of meant we're going to lose that unit anyway. Sanji also gives CT to free spirit characters, which is really, really strong. Picks 2 of them and gives them haste, as you guys saw there. Oden and Toki actually did a lot of damage against me. Why doesn't my Oden and Toki build, like, I literally just ran this same team, mostly, and it didn't do nearly as well as what we're coming up against. But we are coming close to that last 50 seconds, which means that we can use our burst. They stop hitting. Okay, cool. We can use our burst to halve stats, which is going to be really nice. Otama is going to heal back up. Who did we just lose? We lost Pell? Finally, Whitebeard Roger go. That's always nice. Of course, we hit Zoro, so Zoro gets himself a freaking revive. That's really unlucky. Okay, we got some half stats going now. Okay, I'm going to bink this because I really want to take out some units here, and I would ideally like to hit Luffy Yamato, take out Luffy Yamato. Luffy Yamato did not die, but at least now Luffy Yamato have half stats, which means they're not going to be doing nearly as much damage when this hits. Okay, remember earlier when I said I haven't been in a position of being scared? Well, I'm scared. I'm really, really scared. I'm scared. I do this all the time for Grand Party videos, and, yeah. On to the final fight! Let's go. Quick Driven! I did mention them at the start, and we do get to see them in the first fight. Didn't really want to see them in the first fight, to be honest, because, as I mentioned earlier, Oden and Toki are bad. They're just bad. I don't know what else to say. Like, they're just bad. When you compare them to the 3 Monster Trio Free Spirits that came out, this unit's just not it. It's just not it, and I don't understand in what world would anyone use this character over Roger. It just makes no sense. No sense at all. But they have access to Quick Driven. They are buffing quick, which is cool, I guess. Something Roger doesn't do. But who cares? Because Roger's burst would just make this so much better anyway. But the upside to Oden and Toki that I do find is that they do have access to this particular team. And I've done a tier list video on this particular team in the past, and I really, really like this team. The quick driven centric build goes incredibly hard. It works exceptionally well. But now that I've said that, it's probably going to lose today. Just right now, like, just because. Why not, right? Why not make Stump look like an idiot when he's... As soon as he hits record, man, like, I've been doing testing all since this went live, and things were doing really well. But now, I hit record, and just everything turns to shit. So, that's fun. But hopefully we get this win, and then hopefully we can move on to the second fight, and I can just be done with this shitty-ass unit. I just don't want to do this. I just don't want to use this unit anymore, man. Like, this unit, it's like... And the Smoker's just going to come and just destroy Fuji, and then, like, Special Bind, like, 3 of my units, and then, like, 2 of my... Okay, cool. That's always fun. And then, like, we're going to be, like, yada, yada, bing, yada, boom, yada, blah. But, like, commentary sucks at the moment, and I do apologize for that. But, like, oh, don't do it to me. But that's because I'm using a unit I thoroughly dislike. But I do want to showcase pretty much every leader and stuff in the game anyway. So, look, it's better now than never, and it's better now than when they're arguably not going to have as much support. So, Quick Driven coming in clutch, thank God. Let's move on to the second fight. Proper fight. Alright, on to the second fight now. I actually found a Roger Whitebeard comp. I don't think Roger Whitebeard are going to shine at all this season. They don't buff slashes, and strikers are still very, very good. It's just that I don't think that they're getting the love that they need right now compared to some of the other seasons where they did. Doesn't mean they're not runnable, don't get me wrong. But we are going to start it off with our Slasher team against their Free Spirit team. Now, Slashers, in my opinion, have always been a very nice counter to Free Spirits, especially because the Whitebeard Roger effect literally can just bink 2 units and you can just be done with it. Plus, this particular person isn't running 8 units. Even if you are running a predominant 6-man team, make sure to fill the last 2 spots, especially in Grand Party, because you can literally win off having more units than the opposition. And if you have 6 units, the enemy, then you lose 1, and then they have 7, you're going to lose the fight when you could have easily thrown on 2 pathetic units, had 8 units, and actually got the win. So make sure you're filling out your entire decks. It's a must in Grand Party, honestly. Regular Rumble doesn't matter that much, but like in Grand Party, definitely matters a lot. Plus, those units can actually take hits if you get like big single shots, which is going to save some of your big units in the long run as well. So let's see how we go with our Slasher team up against Free Spirits. Roger Whitebeard coming in. Please don't hit Zoro. Hit anyone but Zoro. Love to see that. Beautiful stuff. Now that we've done so much damage with Slashers, we're ready to go with our Burst. I don't think we're going to need it for this particular fight, but it is nice to have in the back end. And like I said, Oden and Toki's big downside with their Burst is the fact that you need to be in the last 50 seconds. Doesn't seem all that detrimental on paper, but really it does. Like it's a big deficit to the unit. Having to wait to use your Burst kind of restricts it so heavily. And characters with amazing bursts, with low restrictions or easy charges, are always going to see much higher places on stuff like tier lists or on stuff like usability. What's the word? Usability opinions, I guess. So this should be a wrap. I don't see us losing this fight at all. Zoro still has a revive, I'm pretty sure. Okay, Luffy Yamato just took all of that. Yo. But that's okay, because we have this coming in. And this is a prime situation where if they had 2 basic units on the bench, they could have taken a Roger Whitebeard shot, saving their Luffy Yamato. Luffy Yamato could have gone in the last 30 seconds, wiped my whole team, and they could have actually clutched it. Not saying that it's a guaranteed situation, but it's something that you definitely want to consider when you are doing these team building situations. Let's move on to the second fight now. We are going to be using Quick Driven once again. As I mentioned, that's probably the biggest strength and the difference that Oden and Toki has. There is a strength slasher team that has been running around. It's very, very good with Kaku's level limit break, and that is definitely an option if you wanted to run something like strength slashers. However, that takes pieces of the puzzle away from stuff like the slasher team, as well as needing to really fight Dex with that team. That team really shines against Dex or Dex-centric teams, and with the Dex nerf of this season, I do think a lot of people won't be really predominantly running Dex unless they're using stuff like Sanchi and whatnot. But all in all, there definitely is still an option for you. So this guy here is running a slasher build using the chunky slashers of Bardo Cavendish and Neko Inu. I do want to get our Akainu special to go off before the Roger Whitebeard special goes. That is going to be absolutely detrimental because if Roger Whitebeard hits Akainu, we lose a lot of damage, mainly on Oden. No K-Dad here, which means that we're not going to be hitting another... You know, why did you just cheekily sneak into the front? See, like, Roger Whitebeard were behind Iso and Kanjuro, and then they just cheekily snuck their way into the front before the Cat Dog special. Does Cat Dog have, like, a knockback with their special or something like that? Because, like, that's so annoying. Honestly, losing my 2 defensive units is crazy as well. Now, now we are just going straight offense now. Like, oh dear, oh dear. We could use our burst in the last 50 seconds, honestly. I think we might. They're going to use a burst right here. Yep. Now, they're not running any int and psi, so they don't get the stats. It's literally just a HP cut, which is still pretty scary. Because now that like my units are just in like binking range. Okay, you'll have to see this. Now we're at the 50-second mark. We're going to use this. This will guarantee us the win. We can say, wham bam, thank you ma'am, see you later. Good night. Slashes, beautiful stuff. Oden and Toki's burst actually being useful for a fight, so love to see that. On to the final fight now. Well, well, well. We have a silly, silly Billy on our hands here. Mr. AFX, if you're watching this video, stop what you are doing right now. Go to your OPTC game and change your Grand Party team. Because Oden and Toki suck. They actually suck. My final thoughts and opinions on this unit. Itachi, screw you for making me do this, because I said it to you in chat. They yuck and they suck. And here we are on literally my 3rd recording, by the way. This is my 3rd recording trying to make this character look good. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully, honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I might not have leveled up their GP leader skill and stuff like that. That would be incredibly awkward. We'll check this after. But let me know your thoughts and opinions of Oden and Toki in the comment section below. If you've used them and I'm being too harsh on them, please let me know. But, like, I just think that if you have Zoro, like, we have Zoro on a team. You have Sanji. As you can see, we have Sanji on a team. You have Luffy and Yamato. As you can see, we have Luffy and Yamato on a team. Just don't understand why you wouldn't use those characters as your leaders. As Zoro's burst is insane. He's incredibly good this season, by the way. We're going to do a video on him later. Sanji's leader skill and burst synergizes so well. And the amount of stats that you get literally from Luffy Yamato's passive is just crazy. That don't understand why anyone would be using Oden and Toki. And they're kind of in a very weird spot whilst they have a decent burst. It's just a burst that's not readily available to you at your disposal for when you truly need its potential. So it definitely can work, as you guys saw in the previous fight. Bro, if I don't get Otama's healing off and she dies, I'm going to be so... Okay, cool. Okay, don't special one Otama. Why is it every time I verse Otama, she's so good, and every time I use her, she's so bad? So final thoughts of the unit. Whilst slashes are great, they're one of the shining lights to Oden and Toki. Free spirits are great, but you have to find a way to put Oden and Toki on a team. Quick driven seems to be like the godsend for this particular team build, because quick driven are so incredibly powerful and so incredibly valuable that they sort of just save this unit and sort of make them a little bit of an outlier to the rest. We are building to the rule set. You know what? You want to use a burst? You know what? Screw you. Let's play that game. Come on, let's play burst for burst then, baby. You want to play burst for burst? Let's play burst for burst, baby. All right. You want to play that game? Yeah, I got some kills. How you gonna be? How you gonna be? Wait, Shiggy, do you have a special? Okay, cool. Oh, well, you got knocked back anyway, so that's fine. But the quick driven is sort of like, in my opinion, what sort of separates them a little bit from everyone else. Everyone else in this sort of free spirity kind of tag. Don't do this to me, bro. Really? Don't do this to me, bro. Please. Oh, don't special bind them. Please don't special bind them. Okay, cool. Special binding that kind of sucks, but that's fine. Because you should kill this, right? Yeah, cool. Yeah, we win. Alright, sweet, we win this one. We win these, we win these, we win these. All in all, Oden and Toki, super average. Super, super average. I do apologize that my commentary's been so janky. King, oh my god, if King Special went there, I would have just cried. This is still scary. You know what, 13 seconds left. Let's just see what happens. Okay, we win. We win. We win these. We win these. Beautiful. Beautiful. If Oden and Toki didn't need to be on the team, they might be something. I don't know what that something is, but they might be something. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. AFX, I see you running a strength team. So I thought, screw this. I don't want to use this unit anymore. I'm going to put Quick there. And that's probably another issue with Oden and Toki is if you wanted to build out a strength team, Quick at the moment are boosted, and Quick Driven is just so good that you do need to be very careful. Especially with Akainu, man. Akainu just absolutely eats strength for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Absolutely devours them. Speaking of Akainu, devouring strength. Oh, it's so much damage. That is so much damage. Also, Akainu going first literally means that we can then pick up the scraps with all of our other fixed damage dealers. The burst of that is so good there because now we don't have to worry about half stats. That's so good. You know, your damage is peanuts, and now we're just going to bink you with a bunch of like fixed damage, and it feels so good. It feels so good. Quick Driven, very, very good. The thing is though, like you can run this Quick Driven team under anyone else that boosts Quick, namely like Zoro. Hell, you can even just chuck it on the Roger team if you really want to. Quick being boosted at the moment as well does open the door to a lot of Dex builds, even though that Dex is not boosted. or is like nerfed this season, it does open the door to still use them because Quick is actually boosted themselves. So there's that. Bro, we are just tanking that. K-Dad, you just can't hit us, dude. You just can't hit us. You just can't hit us. Sora with the fixed damage. Akaina's ready to go again. Honestly, I was gonna say let Oden and Toki get the haste. Let them get the haste off. You have 2 units, and look, there's 50 seconds left. And this is just good night. So, as I said, let me know your thoughts and opinions of Oden and Toki in the comment section below. Me, I don't like them. I think they suck. But let me know what you guys think down below. While you're down there, build the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Best of luck in Grand Party. You only need 12 wins this time. 12 wins. Does seem exactly the same as what it was when they gave out 3 wins. So, make sure you guys are doing your Grand Party. You guys have a little bit of a contingency plan for day 1, so that's always fun. And let me know what you guys are running down below using the rock, paper, scissors strat. Or are you like me and you like to sort of play the game per se. But if you enjoyed the video, about the like button, hit the subscribe button, as I said, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.